Every time I film, there's a helicopter above my head. No, I don't want you, Siri. Carve, 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 manual 180. Oh, that one I had to force. I'm not even gonna lie. What's happening, broskies? Today is your favorite day of the week. It's Tuesday, so that means that I get to instruct and you guys get to learn, all for the low, low price of $3.99. All I ask in return is for you to smash that like button and leave me a little comment. There's a storm brewing in LA, so I literally have 10 minutes to show you guys this trick. And the how-to for today is how to manual 180. Manual, carve, carve. Ooh, that one was cool. The prerequisites for this trick are bunny hops, manuals, and 180s. Now, you don't have to do all three of them perfectly dialed, but I would prefer if you guys are able to bunny hop pretty well, at least form the 180 almost every single time. If you could do that, then I can show you how to manual 180. Won't be the prettiest, won't be the longest, but you'll get it done. Where do we learn? Well, ideally, find a parking lot like this. We're obviously still in quarantine, AKA lockdown rules, so finding something that's desolate, far away from everyone, or somewhere that keeps you at least 6 feet away from everyone should be fine. Your front yard works, but you gotta be careful with traffic, and if you're young, make sure to strap up. Why didn't any of you guys at home let me know that it was backward hat Fredo? I hate backward hat Fredo. I prefer frontward hat Fredo. Much better guy. The first thing you wanna do is start trying to form the manual 180. If you're pretty decent at doing a 180, you can learn this trick. The trick is the loop out technique. Pick up your manual, start carving, 180, make it look decent. We're gonna approach spot on the ground that we've predetermined as a spot we like. You can either use the word compact that's over here, or maybe just one of these lines. And as you're creeping up to that spot, what you're gonna do is you're gonna lean back, pull the front end up just like you would any manual. The only difference is that we're gonna start forming a little bit of a carve. If you're not familiar with the carve, that's where we start churning right before we go into a spin. So let me show you what that looks like. Okay, so we pick the line, and we do a little baby carve, and then 180. Oh, how did that happen? First try. I don't know, sometimes I get lucky. All right, let's try this again. So we approach a line that we've picked. Oh man, this guy at the van is so annoying. 1 second, guys, I shall return. Form the little baby manual right at the word compact. Then you start carving, and then you 180. So that was just to show you guys that I know how to do it, but here's the actual technique. So I'm pretty traditional when it comes to riding. I'm left foot forward, and I turn to the right. So what we're gonna do is, as I'm in the manual position, I'm gonna start leaning to the right. So that means that my right shoulder is gonna start dropping, and then I'm going to slightly start looking over that right shoulder with my head. And at the same time, you're gonna do what we call the loop out technique. So what you're gonna do is almost intentionally loop out, like you're gonna do a backflip or just like a manual and lose it. And what you do is you start leaning back while you're turning over your shoulder, and then you start the 180, and with your feet, you would turn the back end. The only difference is that you're gonna make it a little more dramatic. It'll honestly feel like you are gonna loop out. Now, I should add, the reason that we're trying to loop out is that we wanna become less lengthy. So what that means is that when you're flat, your bike is this length. I don't wanna take the time to measure it right now or look it up, but let's just say it's 4 feet. When you're more penciled out or more upright and you're looping out, your bike is now a lot shorter. As you can see, this distance we can call the hypotenuse. When it's in this angled position, it'll actually be more upright, so it'll make it so that you can spin easier. And if you literally pick up your bike and do this, it will feel easier than if you pick up your bike and do this. See? There's a method to this madness. Now, let me just demonstrate, because sometimes it's easier to see it than to hear it or believe it. So start the manual. Oh, I blew it, look at that. So start your manual here at the first line, see the next line, carve, loop, 180, roll out, make it look dope. Not saying that I do, I'm telling you at home to do it. Try this again. Pick your first point, start the manual, start the carve, pencil loop, look at that. I unintentionally cut the first line out of that clip, so let's try this again. Pick this first line, pick up your manual, start carving, loop out, 180. You don't have to try and form the perfect 180 every time. Here's how that looks. Start a smaller manual and then 180. You don't have to really do the full carve. It's almost like making a dramatic 180. See, oh, 180. Sometimes it is a lot easier to just see it than to hear it. Little manual, 180. Just try and get as close to the 180 as you can. Then what you could do is a little bit of a cheating hack is find something that has a little embankment or a little drop. And that'll give you a little more hang time to try and form the 180. We don't have that right now, so we have to use the full strength of our upper bodies. So here we go, carve, and then 180. Once you start forming it and you're starting to feel a little more momentum, pick up the speed a little bit more, and that'll help as well. Manual, carve, 180. If you're struggling pretty hard, you're probably not carving enough, or you could be carving too much. So let's see what that looks like. So this is a straight line, and then 180. It's a lot harder. This is where you carve too much. Turn. Ah, I don't even know what that was. Moral of the story, we need the Goldilocks effect. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. Not too much carve, not too little carve, right in the middle. My alarms are going off, sorry boys. Who is this?
Hello.
Yes?
Hi, is Al Mancuso there?
I don't know who that is.
Oh, I'm sorry about that then. Wrong number.
Telemarketers, you gotta get them with their own tricks. Who is Al Mancuso? Don't know him, never heard of him. All right, let's get one more before this rain and helicopter keep ruining our lives. Man. Oh, damn you, helicopter. Every time I film, there's a helicopter above my head. No, I don't want you, Siri. Carve, man, 180. Oh, that one I had to force. I'm not even gonna lie. No, Siri, no. Here we go. Manual carve, 180. Oh, that was a pretty one. The point of the story is just keep trying it. Do it a million times. It's not you, Siri. You shut up. Here we go. Manual carve. Ooh, that one was cool. Felt like Chase Dehart there. Once you start getting pretty good at it, you'll actually notice that a manual 180 is almost easier than a straight 180. The reason for it is that carve and loop out technique makes it so it's a little less scary. Now, I don't mean that you're gonna try manual 180 off stair sets, but you'll notice when you're doing it on flat ground, it almost gets easier. You get this really nice technique. It's like this nice rhythm that you form, and then boom, you're doing it all day, every day. Let's see if I can do it right here, right now. I'm just gonna turn around and try to do it right in front of you guys' very eyes. Ready? Here we go. Nope, no speed. Carve, man, 180. Look at that. I mean, it wasn't the prettiest thing ever, but you know, I was on the spot. So this one was a little more short and sweet. I know a lot of you guys at home are all over the place as far as your abilities and how long you guys have been riding. So I like to sprinkle it back and forth. Some very basic beginner tricks, some more advanced tricks, and there's even some that I don't even recommend some of my pro friends to try. But hey, what else is the point of living? You gotta try stuff. You gotta try and learn. You gotta try and better yourself. Now there's another helicopter coming. Now there's another helicopter coming, probably because I'm by the airport, and it really does look like it's gonna rain. So I'm gonna have to call this video right here. Let's let our aviator friend pass by real quick. Man, he is slow. And I'm gonna end this video with a nice lengthy little manual 180. Hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, share, comment, subscribe. I'm out.